I think you're muted right now, but there you go. I think you're good.
Okay, you just might have to guide me through it.
Okay, yeah. So, I guess then, Bill, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Would Megan call the meeting to order then?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so whatever time it is.
Yeah, so we'll call the meeting to order on Wednesday, April the 15th at 7:06 p.m. Can I get a first and a seconder?
Yep.
Okay, so I've got Karen and Cindy.
Yep, just call it who you see first. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. And carried. So I guess we can move on.
Great.
Um, we probably want adoption of the minutes from the last meeting.
Yep.
Okay,
Uh,
any
Adoption of the agenda first.
adoption of the agenda? Sorry, adoption of the
Oh, yeah.
agenda. Um, any additions that we need to add? Any
No.
peculiar interests that need to be disclosed? Okay, seeing none. Can I get a first and seconder to adopt the agenda? Okay, I've got Bill as first. Can I get a seconder? Cindy, second. Okay, carried that. And then the last one would be the minutes from the previous meeting.
Yep.
Any, I don't know what I'm asking at this point. Is there anything that's come of those meetings or those minutes?
I don't think so, unless anyone has any critiques.
Okay. Can we move that? I need a first and a seconder. Anyone?
Oh,
Okay, Karen first, Bill second.
perfect.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much, everyone.
You killed it. Okay, and then, so yeah, business arising from minutes. Any business arising from minutes for anybody?
Oh, I do have one
Yep.
question.
Go
I
for it,
can bring it up.
Megan.
And maybe you're going to bring this up later on in an update, but I just wondered, I was eager to hear about the March break youth activity day.
Yeah, yeah, we can actually talk about that now if you want, because I don't think that has its own category tonight. But yeah, it was great. It went really well. We had about 14, 15 kids show up. So that was awesome. Our volunteers, not so much. So a little disappointed there, but it's okay. We made it work. But yeah, it was great. We had 8 kids willing to give feedback. So 8 of them filled out feedback forms. So I have those at the office. It was really positive. Um, they really enjoyed it. A lot of critiques about maybe what we offered. So that would be like next steps. When there was like downtime between the sports. A lot of them were really interested in the games. So they actually asked if we could have more of that because I had like some games and then I had like coloring and just like other stuff. And specifically, the females really enjoyed that. So they were like, oh, could we have more of that next time? So just like maybe rethinking that. But I was trying to target sports more, right? So it was kind of like, well, I don't know. I feel like I was between a rock and a hard place with that. But again, it's good. It's good to know for next time. The basketball wasn't really a hit, so next time I would maybe stick with the floor hockey and the pickleball. Seemed to be like that's what the kids were doing, and really enjoying it too. The basketball just didn't really seem to get a lot of interest, I guess. Yeah, so it was boys and girls, and I guess what they also were interested in is some of them said like structured sport games. So like taking like creating a game out of the floor hockey so people felt like more incorporated, so those who maybe like weren't as skilled, because some of the boys were really good and you could tell like they played in their spare time where some other people weren't, so they were kind of like on the outs, so it was kind of hard to like integrate everybody. So I think moving forward, if I had more support and was able to have some of you guys be there, like it would be able to be more structured. So I think it would be more positive than it already was. But like for the first one, I think it went really well. So, yeah.
Did you get more younger kids versus older kids, or was it?
So it was definitely more grade 6, 7, I would say, was the main bunch. Grade 6, 7, 8. A couple two in grade 9. So I'll take that, but nothing really above grade 9. So that was kind of and that's kind of a tough group, right? Because you have the kids who are in grade 6 and grade 9. That's like a huge gap. So that made it difficult at times too, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, I think the time slots is something. Um, that we have to do. So I've written up a little report. I believe that'll be on the next committee of the whole or council about it, just with all the feedback that the kids gave. Included that in the report and just like my own suggestions about areas of improvement. But I think for the first one, it was definitely positive. Like 15 kids, that was great. I would have been happy if there was 5. So 15 was like, I was very happy about that. Yeah.
Does anyone else have any other questions? I feel like I've got another one, but I don't want to like
No,
monopolize
go.
the
No,
conversation.
go.
So I guess like 15 kids, that's awesome. And I feel
Mhm.
like definitely a success. Is there any plans to like, we've we've offered this once in March. Is there like any thoughts of like, hey, it's back, we're offering another session just
Hmm.
to kind of keep that momentum going and perhaps like building it, right?
I think so. I think that's the plan with what Caitlin and I chatted about, because we partnered with the health center on it. And I think like keeping it as like a PA day, PD day session kind of thing would be awesome. So we're already talking about some plans with potentially there's one coming up in May. That if we can, get things going, I would love to do something like that again. So yeah, I think it's totally in the works to like the plan is to hopefully continue this. Yeah. On
That's
a
awesome.
like somewhat consistent basis. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah, that's kind of the plan there. Yeah.
Any other questions or anything from the previous Cindy?
I'm just wondering, and maybe I haven't heard this before or maybe missed it at some point, but if you were to do it again, Jenna, how
Yeah.
does that work with the rental of the community center
Yeah.
itself? Because wasn't this money to get the rental some kind of something special kind of money, or am I just mistaken here?
We went through council to get it, I believe, a waiver of fees. So again, we would
Right.
have to do that again. So that's
Okay.
the thing there that we would have to plan this out well in advance where we could present this to council, and then council could discuss it and then moving forward, that type of thing. I also think if there came a situation where we couldn't do that, I think we could look to potentially some donations. That's something Caitlin and I have discussed, but again, that also takes time and planning and we would have to think about, you don't want to over ask or whatnot. So yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, we did have to get it. We did have to get it approved and we would have to do that again. Yeah.
I
If
think
we
also
didn't want to
too,
charge, if we didn't want to charge.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think also too, you have to, like, I would think you'd want to be a little bit careful around May because you've already kind of extended that ask for the pool and for donations, like
Exactly. I
going
really
that
don't want
way.
to
So you
have to
don't
do
want to be
that.
like, oh, and also can you donate to this,
That's
activity?
yes, exactly. So it's kind of about, I think, just gauging what we can do and yeah, not over asking, I think is important. Yeah. So
Yeah. Welcome, Teresa.
hi,
Thank you.
Tressa. So we're pretty much just at items of discussion, I guess, right? Right now. We were just talking about some previous stuff. So we're on, if you guys are okay to move, do we want to move into Canada Day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Have anything else? We're good. We can close the last topic.
I think so.
Okay. All right. Canada Day. Let's talk about that because it's going to
Yeah.
be here before we know it.
Yeah. So just following up with you guys about last time. So what we kind of have in the works is so a couple things I want to chat about. So we've got the ice cream thing confirmed, which I said last time. We got a bouncy castle confirmed. We have bubble soccer in the works, but there's more to discuss on that I'd like to bring to the subcommittee. We've got potentially line dancers also would like to discuss that at a subcommittee if we can. And then we have the Lions Club food truck. So that's what's all confirmed and or in the works. So yeah, I heard that you guys did a subcommittee in the past. I heard it was like really successful, really helpful. So I would love to do that again. And I just kind of want to put it out there to you guys, whoever would like to be a part of it, no pressure. But when would be a time that would work for people to get together, that type of thing?
So Cindy and I and Teresa were part of that subcommittee last year, and then Jen was
Yeah.
kind of helping with coordinating and money and that sort of thing. So, a lot of those ideas that came out last year were the three of us brainstorming and coming up and using our connections
Mm-hmm.
and things that we know. So, um, that's where things came out last year.
Okay. Is that something you guys would like to do again then? Like,
I'm happy to put my name forward again this year towards, helping to support the planning of it for sure.
okay. Is there times that work for people? Like, it'd be nice to have something, a meeting in the coming weeks, I think, to discuss some of these things further to kind of get going on it. And then closer to, um, maybe some others. So whatever
Is
works
there,
for people.
is there anyone else interested in joining the subcommittee?
Tressa, I know. Yeah,
Cindy?
be perfect.
Awesome. I can't speak for everybody else, but I do know Wednesdays and Fridays I work from home, so it's a little bit easier for me to attend meetings.
Okay.
And I know just right now, like my work schedule is like literally done right now. So to um, Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, it might be a little tough to get back into town and get to a meeting on time.
Okay. Tressa, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I'm good the 22nd, the 29th of April, and the 6th of May, and then thereon I'm not sure.
Yeah, okay. Is the
So
6th a
anything.
Wednesday? I was thinking the
Yeah,
6th.
it's a Wednesday.
I had
I
that
think we
down
should do
in-
it sooner or later. I know we had a lot of our people solidified in like February last year and
Yeah,
still had no's from people.
yeah,
So I think the sooner the better, but that's just me and however when everyone's schedules go. So
yeah. Are we wanting to do something in person, or what are we thinking? Or remote or like
we tend to get off track and chat about everything. So we did last
What
year.
are you talking
We had to
about?
go, wait, what were we talking about? Who were we contacting? Because we get off about, oh, so and so's blah, blah, blah is sick or whatever. So I'm just being honest and transparent. So, and I think Cindy and Megan will agree. We both are like, oh. So either way is fine with me. Like
okay.
we worked out either way and we got a lot done, even though we talked about hot dogs. So yeah, either way works for me. I'm not sure what Cindy and Megan are thinking about for their schedules, what's best, but I'm fine.
Yeah, Cindy, looks like go ahead.
I'm good with whatever you guys suggest. Suggest something and I'll try to work it out.
Okay. I wonder if we could do like a Wednesday in the like next week or the week after, and we could do online because that might accommodate people better, just with life and things going on, if that works for you guys.
Yep, that would work for me.
Okay. Do we have to put like a motion through or something to make this official? I don't know. To say we're doing a subcommittee? I'm not sure.
I think we just make council aware that a subcommittee has been formed. But you'd
Okay.
have to double check with our clerk if we have to have that passed.
Okay.
I don't believe we do because we've had one in the past
Okay.
and it was already established that we have one for Canada Day.
Okay.
And I believe it also says that in the funding that we applied for,
Okay.
that a committee and or subcommittee may be created or something. I can't remember the wording.
So you said you're free then either next week, Tressa, the Wednesday or the week after? I can't think of the dates right now because I don't have a calendar in front of me, but okay.
The 22nd or the 29th. So I had problems getting a hold of the Legion last year, like a lot, hardcore. I think we all did. I'm wondering if we still contact the Legion, but maybe look at the cadets as well, because it'd be nice to include some youth
Mhm.
in the day.
Mhm.
What if we said Wednesday, April 29th at some point in the evening to meet? Is that work for people? Like
Yep, that
6,
works.
7, something like this kind of thing?
Yep, that
Yeah.
works. Yep,
Okay.
that
Okay.
works.
Okay. Great. I can share more details on that when we get closer to, and I'll share link and all that stuff with you guys. Okay.
And I don't have the agenda in front of me, but the next item is,
I think fire pits, I
oh,
think.
fire pits. Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Okay.
Just for everyone too, you see that we were successful in obtaining the grant for Canada Day. That's included. So yeah, we got $8,000 towards Canada Day. So that's great and a huge positive. So lots of fun things that we'll be able to do. Yeah, so for fire pits, Tressa, I followed up with Jason, the fire prevention officer, and this is exactly what he sent me, is what I included. So basically we can go ahead with it. There's just some parameters we have to follow. The fire must be attended at all times by a responsible person, and a means of extinguishing must be there as well. And then he said burn barrels. I don't know if that was our idea, are only permitted in rural areas. So basically, it's a yes. We just kind of have to follow these set in stone rules. And he said if this is something we're interested in, I think we might want to chat with him a little bit more on it. Maybe like get a time for myself or whoever to sit down and actually get into it with him about like what we would need and how much that would cost, that type of thing. So
Okay, sounds great.
yeah.
Can you just refresh, what was your plan around the fire pits? Okay, yeah.
What did you mean, like safety protocols, or what did you mean?
No, like I remember us talking about this at the last meeting, but I just wanted to, just in case anyone wasn't at our last meeting and wasn't there. I just wondered if you could just relay your idea about the.
Oh, for community gathering events, yeah, some sort of meetup, almost like in the summer months. If we didn't want to do fire pits, we could just do neighborhood meetups, kind of like a neighborhood block party, but not as big and not as extravagant and not closing roads down. To just get camaraderie. We have a lot of new people in the area over the past few years. And, once you get talking to people, some mom might say, oh, I'd really like to do some crafts or story time with my child. And then you go, oh, there's something at the library. It's just making connections and making community. So, and I just think it's in this world, not everybody does everything face to face. And it just thought it was a great idea for us to do something face to face and meet people and converge and get out there.
Is there any,
I was wondering also if we can include the school to maybe weld some pits. I don't know, maybe the welding class. I don't know.
That's a good
Just
idea.
to make it something everyone's tried to put together.
Mhm.
wondering if there's like any component that we could add to it to, like one of the ideas I had is, maybe there's a band playing, so it's kind of like that. I don't know, like kind of like a I don't know, like a country concert or something like that. We've got like fire pit going, we've got like a band playing, maybe I don't know, something like that. Like
Yeah,
just kind of,
perfect. So I had someone approach me and they wanted to start doing something like they do in Glencoe at the train station. And I thought that was great. And it was to further have funds, not a lot of funds, but it was to get community together. This person had the idea and to get a few more funds, not a lot, towards, say, the park, for example, or say paving, putting towards some funds for paving the trail around Miller Park or something like that. and they thought we could switch off each month, each village. That was a great idea. And that gentleman has a small, just a garage band together, but his idea, we could put that together with this one and merge them. And yeah, that's a great idea, Megan.
Just like maybe it's an all ages night, so there doesn't have to be like a beer gardens or anything like that. But like maybe we've got a band and like you come out after dark and you've got the band playing and you've got like, a fire pit going, maybe you've got some chairs around it. I don't know, it just kind of sets a bit of a like, I don't know, it's like kind of a free sort of night too, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, sounds great. Maybe we get some funding together for marshmallows or whatever too. Yeah.
Just kind of like to kick off the summer a little bit. Maybe we've got Canada Day, maybe it's something, maybe it is in August, the nights are gonna start to get a little bit shorter in August, and I don't know.
Mhm.
Just a thought, just a way to bring people together, I guess, to add on to that.
Sounds great.
Anything else in regards to the fire pits? Okay. Next item on the agenda
I
is
think dress up movie nights. Have movie nights there. I'm not sure if you want to discuss your idea there. I think it's pretty straightforward, but
Yeah. So in the past, we did movie nights at the rec center in Rodney. That was
yeah.
more a PD day winter. I think we did it on the Thursday of the PD day leading into, so kids could, stay up late and sleep in
Mm-hmm.
if they allowed their parents. And we had a few people out, but not a lot. And I just think it needed to, this is before the pandemic, needed to like build. I don't think the word needed to get there, different things. So I know, I think it was sponsored by FIPRO or someone. They did movie nights in Miller Park. I remember the biggest issue we had with movie nights was licensing. And other than that, we got funding. We got a little bit of money from municipality, another one from a stakeholder, not very much. It did not take much to get it off the ground. And people seem to really enjoy it. So I don't know if we still have that licensing, if we kept it up or what we did. I would not even know where to find that information. So if not, we'll have to figure that part out. But I just thought it would be another way to make community, build community, and have some people come out and just have a nice family night as well.
Mm-hmm. I can look into that on our end if you want to see what kind of going on there. Yeah, Cindy?
Teresa, sorry, did you say, was it in the park? Is that what you just said? Or
So
was it
we
at
didn't
the
have one
community
in the
center?
park, but I want to say
Someone else.
someone else did. I want to say
Okay.
FIPRO, but I'm not sure. Someone else sponsored one in the park, but I know when we had them, they were at the rec center.
Okay.
And then we were going to switch up to having ones in the spring at the Scout Hall, but then the pandemic hit, so we couldn't do that. To have one in each village kind of thing, and just, in fairness.
It'd be cool if we could do something like a movie night under the stars, because, you might not be able to afford to go to the drive-in, or maybe you don't want to either. So it'd be kind of cool that, if we could do something maybe under the stars or something, that would be kind of cool.
Mm-hmm. When we were planning way back to have one in West Thorn in the nicer weather, I think it was going to be at the end of the school year. I'll have to look back on my notes, but I believe so. We were going to have it like in the treed area in Miller Park. We might have been eaten alive, but we would have been having some fun. So yeah, that was our plan. Just like you're saying, Megan, under the stars kind of thing was how people voted in, and end of school year kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think people would like it. I don't know if anybody else. Just tell me no if you
No, I
don't think
it's
it's a
good
great idea.
I think it's a
Karen
good
says yes, it's a good idea. I don't like where Karen is right now. It doesn't look fun at all.
Mhm.
But yeah.
Jealous.
But yeah. So yeah, we could work on that and maybe
Yep.
Is there
start with
is
a
there
couple
a
this summer.
Go ahead.
Bill, yeah, go ahead.
just if I could add to that, I wonder if there's an opportunity here for us to incorporate the new Rodney Park into one of these events, because that could be a draw, right? And it's an excuse for people to come and see the new park. If we did a movie night, we could do it just so that, an hour leading up to the movie, the kids could be playing on the new equipment.
Mm-hmm. I think that's going to draw in a lot more people in that area. And with our teen swims too, that could be a good idea to maybe do it on like the Friday night because we're already going to be trying to get youth to come to the pool. So then can we do like a movie, the rec center, the parks there? It's going to be like such a nice like hub to bring people together. So that's a good
Hmm.
idea. Definitely for us to look into that for sure.
Anything else to add to movie nights before we move on?
I don't think so.
Anything else on the agenda for tonight?
So we have just Pooch Plunge update. So we cannot do it at the pool, unfortunately. It is a health and safety issue. But what are our thoughts at doing it down at the marina at the lake? And still keeping the idea of doing the whole like dog event. I think it's a great idea. And using this beautiful space we have down there. They're hosting like Roots and Revival there, many other things. So maybe doing something there. And maybe we could like partner with the snack social place that I know has like new ownership to get the word out,
Yeah.
maybe. Like I don't know, what are people's thoughts on doing it down there?
Tressa?
That sounds great. We could even do like a pop cup night or something with the
Mm-hmm.
connect with them.
I feel like Sasha, who is the new owner, she owns 174 Curry in Dutton. I feel like she is huge into building community and would likely embrace something like this. I'm following her Facebook page, and it seems like she's got tons of activities planned for the summer down there. So
Okay.
I feel like she might be a good one to partner with on this.
Okay. Yeah, I think it could be fun to do it down there and it's like a beautiful, beautiful spot. So why not take advantage of that and, bring people together with the pets and stuff? Could be a great idea.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the update with that. Mhm.
Is there anything else from the agenda?
Nope, not on my end, just adjournment unless anyone has any questions.
Is there any other pieces of business that we need to discuss? Any additions, Bill?
Yeah.
Just I'd like to, on behalf of the committee, extend our sympathies to Cindy on the loss of her grandma.
Yeah, sorry for your loss, Cindy.
She was a great lady.
Is there anything else that anyone wants to mention? Karen?
Oh, Karen,
I
you're
can't hear
muted.
you. You're muted.
There. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I know we just hired a new treasurer, so that's exciting. And I get asked all the time about the multi-purpose pad and the pickleball court and things like that. So I know when she's doing her budget that hopefully that can be included again. And then maybe, obviously we're too late to get anything going for this summer, but maybe we can work on it like starting in September and get it going with something being installed for next summer. But if we could give the community updates, I think they'd really appreciate that. But I also know it's, she's got a lot on her plate right now, and I look forward to welcoming her to our community.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah. Thanks,
I
Karen.
think that's a common theme that we've talked about many times at our meeting, the importance of transparency. So hopefully that is a message that is conveyed for sure. Anything else, Tressa?
Yeah, I just wanted to note that we've added something to the rec center. I'm sure everybody's seen it in regards to badminton on Fridays.
Mhm.
So you have to provide your own net, birdies, shuttlecocks, and look at me, I'm doing
Rockets.
the action. I'm ready for it.
Mhm.
But yeah, just wanted to let everybody know to look at that, and
Yeah,
it
five
looks like it will be
dollar
well
drop.
attended.
Yeah, $5 drop-in fee, all ages, but kids have to be accompanied by an adult.
And I just wanted to confirm that was that um, a community initiative or was that a community member led initiative to get that going?
Community member, yeah. He reached out to me and then I asked if we'd be able to give him the space, essentially. I kind of told him what we do with pickleball, shuffle, all that stuff. Um, but I explained how we unfortunately couldn't provide the rackets and the nets at the time if he wanted to get it going soon. And he kind of did, and he already had some stuff at home laying around. So yeah, so we kind of made it work. So I guess it's kind of a joint effort, but he's more running it. We're just providing the space. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Okay,
Fridays and Sundays.
go ahead, Courtney.
I just thought I would mention that there was some fundraising that I was looking into for actually for Dutton childcare. Um, and we're evolving and we will be changing our name soon. And I'm really looking at expanding our services in a way that's connected to our original mission. And which is to help build healthy communities through the work that we do. So some of the fundraising that I was looking into was just taking after London, and I mean, probably other municipalities that do it, but just some adult recreation programs that are sort of recreation, fun, um, just sort of social versus super organized. And so I have put together a proposal to our insurance to run like a league on Sundays at Miller Park at the fields, an adult rec soccer league that would run around the end of May to the end of August. When I reached out to insurance, essentially they told me absolutely not. Uh, Absolutely not have it linked to the child care center, which is understandable because it's a completely separate activity. And God forbid something happens that somebody, breaks their ankle and they can't work and now they're suing us. Um, so anyways, I'm still looking at ways to make it happen regardless. The funds being raised through that would be to just cover the cost of insurance, which is actually not that expensive, and to cover the cost of the field rentals. And then the rest of the funds we would actually just reinvest into physical literacy for our school age programs. So something that's helping the adults in this community be active is also going to contribute to our school age kiddos in our program. So um, I'm trying to be creative on how I can still make this happen without it being directly run by the child care organization, obviously to protect it. If anybody has any ideas of how to go about this, I'd prefer not to do this myself and create some random, individual business myself. But if anybody has any expertise in this area, I just would really like to see some of that more fun social adult activity in this area. I know of lots of people who are going outside of the community to play in a Sunday league like that where it's co-ed 18 plus, like just a fun time to get exercise and meet people in and around our community. So yeah, if anybody has any suggestions or ideas, and I figure this is super relevant to this group to share as well. So yeah.
Courtney, do you like, I know that there's a lot of people that travel outside of our community to play, like I'll just use soccer, for example, like they're in Shedden or London or that sort of thing. Would you guess, or maybe you know, like, would there be enough interest between Rodney, West Lorne, say Dutton, and maybe close outlying areas that there would be enough interest in like a mixed league or women or men's soccer, just like a pickup, like you show up, this is your game, you there's pennies, or maybe there's like 5 teams or something, and you just kind of rotate for a month. Like, do you think that there would be enough interest in this area that like our recreation committee could run like a 18 plus pickup soccer, whatever?
I honestly do, because I'm driving to London right now to do that in the winter. I know of people who are playing like a very super, like a very much similar to what I'm talking about. So it'd be essentially one goalie and then 4 people usually on the field, depending on the size, sometimes 5 people on is. So you're only going to be building teams with like 8 to 10 players.
Mhm.
So I do think that those types of opportunities would be doable. Like I said, I know of people who are also driving to Shedden in the summer for this. Um, I play with the West Elgin, like the women's team, and ours is a little bit way more structured and a little bit more time, uh, intense during the weeks. But if this was on a Sunday and it's just for an hour versus, we sometimes play Mondays and Wednesdays anyways. I do think that there are a lot of adults that are in this area that are looking for fun rec. Um, there's adults that are going to London right now for flag football. And so these types of activities are very low cost to run. Um, we already have nets, so I have connections with the West Elgin, the committee for soccer out here, and we have beautiful fields. Like the municipality is like takes such good care of those fields. They're some of the best that I've ever played on. So it'd be nice to see a bit more. I'm sure there's ways we could gauge it too, right? Like there's so many groups on Facebook and
Mhm.
lots of feelers I'm sure we could put out to see the interest. My goal was to get 4 teams, so 40 adults potentially. I didn't think that that was uh, super high, but yeah, it's really like the insurance to run it was $600 for the season, and if you and then pay you have to pay for the fields, obviously the rentals and stuff to help support the upkeep of those. Um, and then it's a league where we're encouraging that social camaraderie. They're coaching, they're refereeing themselves. There's just one individual that's there on site to help and any disputes or anything like that. And it's a zero tolerance situation. So it's like if you're out here blasting the ball or if you're out here causing trouble, like this is not the right place for you. It's a zero tolerance situation. So I don't know. I hope that there would be enough interest. I can't say for certain,
Is
but
there, would there be a way that like I'm just I'm just spitballing, and as things are pinging off my brain, is there a way that like maybe it could be like a charity league? So like this is the set fee, so half of this fee will go say to the municipality or whatever to cover the costs to run this activity, and then the other portion of your fee would go to like reading program or whatever charity is marked for that season or something like that. Like, because I know a lot of people play like beer league, foot or baseball in the summer or whatever, but like maybe it's more like that that type of giving back to your community, but also coming out and exercising in your community, I guess.
that's kind of my hope is that it's like a dual benefit. It's a benefit for the adults to be active and social, and it's a benefit that those funds then go directly back into our community. So yeah, so I actually, it's probably, I mean, I could look into what that looks like for um a charity situation. I mean, I'm down for the municipality to take this on too. It's no problem. I would love to play in town. Um, myself, and I know lots of people that I play with would also love that opportunity. But anyways, it was my idea for the organization, and that was like a hard no. So, which makes total sense. We don't want the childcare center to be liable for somebody who, is trying to take advantage of a situation. So,
Jenna, would that be something that like to increase some recreation in our community? Like I know summer isn't far away, so it might be a tight deadline to like pull together, but is that something like that the municipality might want to take on as an option for the summer?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it's a really great idea. I think it's maybe more, it'd be like the logistics of getting it all together would be a lot. Like we can definitely provide the space and provide like we have like, I've talked with you, Courtney, like we have availability. Um, it's just more about, yeah, now that you say it, because it's kind of this charity element too. It's like, how do we go about that? But I can definitely ask some questions and kind of put some feelers out and see like on our end what's possible. Um, but I know we have the space. I know we can accommodate teams because I do the schedule myself. So I know we have openings for things, um, especially soccer, but things are starting to fill up too. So we'll probably have to kind of make some decisions on it. But yeah, maybe I can kind of chat with some people, ask some questions, and then maybe we can come back together. And Courtney, myself, and you can maybe chat as well and run some ideas by one another and see what we can do.
Does anyone have any other feedback with regards to this or any thoughts on like some soccer in our community for adults?
Yeah,
Yep,
so I played
Trent.
for the women's league for quite some time in Westmore before your time, Courtney, for sure. I'm a little older.
I was
And
gonna say what years I was out here when
I
I
think like
was
03, it was just
18.
after I had a kid, or maybe 02, and I played for 4 years. So
Okay, I was out here in 2007 or 2008. So yeah, we
yeah.
might have just missed each other. That's hilarious.
So we had five home game. We only did 10 games. It was only for like 2.5 months of me. So we did 5 home games and 5 away games. But away was like Shedden and Glencoe. Like it was just between the few communities. And we had sponsored teams. I don't know if you still do. And it worked out really, really, really well. But a lot of people, you get involved with your kids and things, and you can't because it was weeknights. So the Sunday nights would be perfect. And my problem would be if we, not problem, my problem, but the problem I'm looking at is we are like stretched for funding. I know I say it all the time, but every time the budget comes out, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I don't know how we would fund it, but you're saying the insurance, like we have our own insurance. So I don't know. We'd have to bring it to the council and see and staff and see exactly what that looks like. But it's very, very doable by the sounds of it, especially if it's, I won't call it a pickup league, but a more relaxed league with not such a competitive undertone.
I feel too, if you targeted women, that it's like you get an hour away from your kids to go and kick a ball and like nobody is bugging you. I don't know. I feel like even I might take myself. I don't have kids at home, but I might be like, yeah, I might be down for that. So I feel like there's a pocket of people that we could definitely target with this and probably get some definite interest for sure.
And soccer's inexpensive for people to play. It's
Well, if you're traveling to like London or Shedden or those places, like at almost $2 a liter, that's going to add up. So potentially we
And
could
honestly,
capitalize on that.
this league that I'm in, like, I mean, you obviously sign your life away on these waivers, but there's no like you don't have to have jerseys. Like we just say wear red. So like some of the people show up and they're wearing like maroon. I'm like, that's not red. But anyways, so you just tell them the color of shirt they wear. Some people go wild and get shirts made, right? Some people wear cleats, some people don't. Some people wear shin pads, some people don't. It's just supposed to be like super low key. Just come as you are.
Yeah.
It's about exercise, and there's definitely a level of competitiveness to it, right? But we are very mindful of capping that and making sure that people are having fun, because that's the whole point of it, is just fun and exercise. So, um, yeah, I mean, I'm eager to get it going this year. I don't know how realistic that is with my workload, but um, if I can find a way to make it happen, I will. And I'll certainly reach out and ask for support, or even pass the torch if others have better ideas of how to make it happen. I'm happy to support that. But I just felt like it was super relevant for you guys to hear what my sort of ideas were around this, and how it could grow to the volleyball. It could grow into, like I said, that flag football situation. Like, those are pretty inexpensive ways, and we just use the people's fees to purchase the materials that we need, and that it's not meant to make a profit. It's meant to give back to the community. So, yeah.
That's a good point too, because, soccer's only so long, and then you transition maybe into volleyball and then transition into something else. Like, it's something for them to look forward to, and it transitions with the season kind of thing. So Jenna, can we leave those action items for you to kind of investigate this a little bit further and then come back to our next meeting with some?
Yep.
I think our next meeting is mid-April. Is that, or mid-May, I mean.
Mid-May, yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else that we've got about 8 minutes left. Anything else that we need to chat through? I just wanted to confirm one thing. Is our arena completely off limits then for the summer? So no ball hockey or anything like that because there's work being done? Is that correct?
Not like completely off limits, but definitely until July off limits. Yeah. So that's
Okay.
that's the update I have.
Okay. Track that.
So could we still possibly organize? Can we put an action item to think about organizing roller skating?
Yeah, Bothwell released their dates, so I've already got
Yeah.
the marketing calendar and we're ready to go. So.
And most people have their own roller skates if they're doing that activity already.
We can look into that and see and hope that the renos get finished when they're supposed to, and then
the insurance on it too.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
And
I
the
know-
next meeting date was the 17th
Yeah.
of June? Okay.
No, is that correct?
I have May 20th.
May, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I have June up. Sorry, I have June up. May 20th, yeah.
Yeah.
The 3rd. Okay, the 3rd Wednesday. Okay, thank you.
I know Boswell, maybe one or two of their opening roller skating sessions, they had a band. So for the first, I think, hour and a half, it was for young kids and families. And then I think it's 8:30 to 10:30, it's adults. And usually at that time they had a band playing and they have theme night. So I know their first night, April 24th, is Canadian tuxedo night. So everyone's to wear their blue jean and that sort of thing. But, perhaps maybe if we do a one-off in August, like Tressa, you said, that garage, that fella that has a garage band, like maybe they might come out and play some music and we've got some roller skating going. Like that's another great way to pull community together as well. Okay, anything else for tonight? Do I have to motion for adjournment?
Yeah, just adjournment, just to move her in a second.
Can I move to adjournment? Okay, Bill first, Karen second. Okay, perfect. Carried. So next meeting is May the 20th. So hopefully we'll see you all then, and we'll look forward to an invite soon for the.
Well done, Megan.
Oops.
Perfect.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. Have a super
Thanks,
night.
everybody. See you.
Take
Have a
care.
good
Bye
night.
now.